Hi there. So I just taped the session for my workshop, part one of my workshop. And this workshop is called Create the Loving Romantic Relationship You Wish Existed. I'm saying it. Yeah, that's how it is. Create the loving romantic relationship you wish existed. Holy fuck. Like, I am just really blown away by what comes out when I do these sessions, because what I'm working with are our core wounds, where it's stored in the body, how it's affecting us, and messages from spirit moving forward. And what showed up today is how important it is to experience joy. And you know, if you really think about your children and how much you want them to be happy, you want your kids to enjoy life. You don't want your kids to be worried. You want your kids to trust that everything's going to work out. You want your kids to know that you've got their backs. You want your kids to know that they're safe. Yeah, of course we want them to be cautious, but we don't want them to be worried. Like, worry is such a waste of time. And I'm a fucking chronic worrier. I'm getting so much better over the years thanks to the work that I am doing. But I still notice myself worrying, thinking about the worst thing that can happen. Well, if our worries were prayers, what are we actually praying for? We're praying for people to be hurt. We're praying for the world to go to hell in a handbasket. We're praying for ourselves to get sick. We're praying for ourselves to lose everything, to fail. Like, if our worries were prayers, that's what we're praying for. Well, that's crazy. But it's not crazy because it's human nature. But it's human nature because that is what we've seen before. That is what we've experienced before. But just because we experienced it before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. What we're here to do is learn from our experiences, learn from our struggles, learn from the hard times, but move forward. Move forward and trust that things are going to work out, that we're here to be healthy. We're here to be happy. If you think about what you want for your children, the Divine Mother and Father want that for us. So the message that I keep receiving from Spirit is to enjoy life, do what you love, and love what you do. And the interesting thing that showed up today was me having this really deep awareness that I'm living this wishy-washy life. I'm not always eating healthy food. I've got this wishy-washy eating system where some days I'm eating sugar and shitty food, and other days I'm killing it and eating totally healthy. I love going to the gym and I feel so good when I go to the gym, but I don't go all the time. I love going for walks. I love being in nature, but I don't do it every day. Why not? Good question. But what happens is we're subconsciously pulled to do things that are not good for us. And when we're listening to those pulls, what we're doing is we're actually pulling ourselves from living the life that we wish existed. And so it's our choice. It's our choice. And now we get to be good and serious and really look at ourselves and be like, what am I doing? And what could I do differently? This isn't about being perfect, but this is about choosing joy and choosing the things that we know are going to make us a better, happier, more loving version of ourselves. And what I recognized is I need to eat healthier because I enjoy eating healthy. It feels really, really good to eat healthy. I mind fuck myself into like, oh, I should just have treats today because that's what my inner child wants. Oh, really? Your inner child does not want junk food. That's fucking bullshit. That is a myth. That is not true. if you're somewhere and there's cake, eat the fucking cake and enjoy the fucking cake. But if, like, okay, so I guess I shouldn't have said that. There is a balance between enjoying, but think of a small child. How much cake do you give that child? How often do kids need cake? You know what I mean? Like, we really mind fuck ourselves into thinking that, oh, this is a treat and this is what I really need. If you never have treats, then yeah, you need to have some treats. But if you're always mind fucking yourself into thinking you need these treats, it's not a treat anymore. It's actually toxic to your body. And you are giving into these toxic beliefs that you need these things in order to be happy. What you need is nature. What you need is meditation. What you need is love. What you need is fun. What you need is play. Those are things you need. And I know this because when I do these things, I don't need food. I'm not thinking about drinking diet pop when I'm sitting in nature. That's what we're here to do, is do the things that nourish our soul. And I'm not speaking to you as an expert. I'm speaking to you as someone that realizes I'm not really fucking doing those things. I'm doing them, but definitely not to the extent that I could be. I'm just moving my leg. And right now I'm in this place where it's fucking go time. Like, I'm not wasting my time anymore living this wishy-washy existence because I'm attracting wishy-washy everything. I really want to see what can happen when you take care of yourself, when you play, when you laugh, when you sing, when you dance, when you spend time in nature, when you do the things that are good for you, when you spend time with people that are good for your soul. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that because I am taking responsibility today for the fact that there are things in my life that are not going the way I want them to go. And it's because I'm not putting in the effort and really, truly taking care of myself. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. So I just want to share that because these sessions that I'm doing are just really fucking powerful. And like I've said before, I set up this system to help me work out my fears and limits and my belief systems. And so I put it on these decks of cards so that, you know, because I was talking before, I'm an intuitive healer, but when you're trying to do intuitive healing on yourself, it's much harder because you're looking at your problems through your problems. You're looking at your filters and your beliefs through your filters and your beliefs. So it's much harder to work on yourself. So I set up this system where I have these decks of cards where I pick these cards and then map out the session. And I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also going to be putting it on my website for people to purchase because as I'm working through my fears and limits, I am also going to be helping people work out theirs because we all share the same core wounds. We all share the same problems. We all share the same limits and fears. There are only a handful of core wounds that we hold as humans. And there are over 8 billion of us on this planet. So we're overlapping. Like, right, if there's a handful of core wounds and a shit ton of us out there, then we're all sharing the same core wounds. So when we do sessions focused on beliefs and thought patterns and fears and limits, we're all benefiting from the same thing. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm really making the commitment to do it for myself first. And really authentically, and I don't know if that was the right word, but really diving deeply into my own story, my own healing, and sharing it with you so that hopefully you're inspired to do this work for your own body, mind, soul, spirit, life. So thank you. Thank you for holding this space for me. I'm really excited to see what happens when I really step up and do this work. And for me, the work now is to enjoy life as much as I fucking can. Holy shit, I've gone through so many cancers and so much shit in my life. I need this time to enjoy I really, really, truly do.